And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So South Carolina's offense takes the field to start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, winning it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Snagged out of the air. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. This crowd full of throats, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Back to pass, it's Knight. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down. And he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Takes the easy one to the back. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. It's a running. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Wildcats want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. You got to communicate.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. A lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have just, it doesn't...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Got his man out of the backfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it tough.
Turning it on. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Right on the money. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Kentucky going quickly.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Might be changing the route. They want to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Wildcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He's loose. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Using the quick game. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Oh, better look out! Across the 25. Oh, out of space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The carry going off right tackle here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Now facing a third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The designed run for the quarterback. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Spits it out to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Abraham. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally.
There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gets it out quickly. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards in the opponents in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Lets it go to the end zone. Caught over the middle. It's Peters. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there at Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Knight. Makes the grab on the left. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete games.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good game. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid play.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it's good from 58 yards out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. As the Rooster throws, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Bacon. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This late in the half. Behind, you'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Carter. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He'll do it himself. That play just got whacked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The Wildcats are in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. The catch is made, but he's beyond the sideline, so they'll turn it on down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Knight. Got it in the middle, it's Teray. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe. One or two more plays. And the Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Got his man. Ripped ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia.
The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. There he goes. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Turns it loose. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Cradles it at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock field stripe at the 48. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Turning on the Jets. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Knight. Makes the catch, it's Turin. Wide open spaces. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Dropping back, it's Knight. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it at the 20. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. So 1st down will open up the final period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The give on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. Kentucky right back to the line. Snaps it in the shotgun. He makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Abraham. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Barges ahead. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And the Gamecocks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goal. Nowhere to go, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The return is tackled down at the 43, and the Kentucky offense will take over.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
It's a seam wide open. Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Carter. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Catch in the middle, it's Abraham. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Macon. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Dropping back, it's Knight. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That's caught. It's Carter. And he'll be brought down. Kentucky going quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
No huddle here for the offense.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Peters. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. He wants to change this route. They're looking to throw on second and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to power their way ahead.
Well, it's fourth and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Charging forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. First and 10, they're down to the 25. Here's a heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding. Situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They feed him again. Makes a man miss. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's first down from the 11. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They build this fourth-quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
What with that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands. It's Carter. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Wildcats will hustle to the line. He wants a big play here late. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Swings it out to his running back. Got room on the return.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ball.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me